What? Who are you? What is this place? Ah! Good summer solstice, and welcome to Horripilant. First try. This game is truly not a game, but an experience. It's like, hitting stuff, hitting boulders, hitting fucked up animals, and hitting zombies. All because you were told to by a face in the wall. Yeah, sick. This is truly one of the experiences of all time, but one of the best narrative and puzzle experience I've ever had. Like, seriously, these puzzles are super crazy. Like, really crazy. Like, there's like a spider, and if you like look at him, he comes closer while you're trying to break down his web. But like, the game tells you to avert your gaze, and I'll explain it later. That's a little teaser. It's called audience retention. Get tricked, pour on. I digress. This game truly, I'm not gonna keep saying that, but basic jizz 1-2 of it is you get your man trying to live and get out of he just told you to search. We're in the Dark Souls universe. Are you serious? Are you goddamn serious? Oh, this is Calm speaking. She's not half this. Yes, alright, take care. Alright, dickhead. Whatever. This is so fucking stupid. Alright, what's I saying? Right. Yeah. Your guy. Just fucking existing in a cryptic universe. Sounds very interesting. Let us begin. We open up staring at a campfire with God telling you what to do, where to go. Basically just, he says, explore the dungeon. All of that. And then he'll teach you the basics of farming. Like, you gotta click it and you can get the auto venture capitalism shit. And then he'll teach you about combat. Combat in this game is very simple. I think it's one button. Oh, yeah, it's one button. Basically, you auto attack based on your stats. Depending on your stats. That's what this is really on. But, sword does damage, helmet, faster you strike, which I don't realize for a while.
Huggy Wuggy Chic, Scary Blue, Zumbo Sauce, Ban Ban.
And your chestplate is just for defense. Basic defense. Your leggings are actually really, they're really strong. Your leggings are really strong because that's your life regen. You can buy potions, but your best bet is just maxing out those leggings. And your feet, they're for evasion. You can buy items. But then there's also a puzzle aspect to this game, very point and click, old school. You see you get keys, stuff. The first puzzle you do is to open the door like the other doors, and to get key items you have to progress through the dungeon. And the first key you find, depending on if you open the backrooms door, you get greeted by an amalgamation of just disgusting proportions. Oh. I don't. Holy shit, dude. It's not good. Man, I don't. He gives birth. I don't like it. First thing he gives birth to is a mouse, and there's a pedestal, and I accidentally clicked it, and I killed the mouse. Straight up slimed up the mouse. You could do that for more meat if you want more meat. There's actually an upgrade in this skill tree, which you get by basically prestiging. And prestiging, depending on how many floors you clear, and if you give a trader later on all of your materials, you can get more of Hemolith. Hemolith, I'm guessing, is blood crystals that act as skill tree upgrades. And that's the whole thing of the game. Go into the dungeon, go as far as you can with the gear you have, prestige, do it all over again until you reach the final boss. It's pretty good. I mean, the gameplay loop can be boring at sometimes, because genuinely, you're just kind of sitting and watching yourself fight. You're not really doing much except for clicking the weak points and picking boons at the end of floors to make yourself stronger for the next floor or next floors during that run, because you lose the boons after those run. That's pretty much it. But the game is it's a really good auto clicker. But I will admit, I'm a bad person. There was times where I just kind of left my recording on and went and showered and did like chores around the house while the game was just like doing whatever. I went on Instagram Reels way too many times, but that's not important. I've already mentioned the keys, but the first puzzle you'll see is behind the little amalgam. There's a little item you have to find, and you'll eventually get a lantern that you can use in the overworld, and that's how this game really like excels in level design. You can use items in the overworld, some items like the skull medallion, which you buy usually for combat. You use it for a puzzle later on where you have to kill a ghost who's asking for death. But if you use it on the god in the well, you get a little achievement saying that I won't go down that easily. It's so sick. And the lantern is kind of the same thing. You get it for puzzles and progression. You get it. I got it around like I think 10, 410. That's when I got it. I'm not sure. Probably have to go. But yeah, pretty much that's like the simple meat and potatoes of the game. It really just excels at, horror, character design, and like the puzzle aspect of it. All I did during day one was just kind of, get familiar with the game, progress a little bit, unlock the lantern. And once you unlock the lantern, you can get an engraved stone. No, you don't. Cut that, but cut! Yeah, so once you get the lantern, you can go to the back room where the guy who gives birth is. You can reach behind him with the lantern and grab what he has. I believe it is the crowbar. What you true get from the amalgam, you get a key. That key leads to the door with a room with a mirror and like a diamond pattern with like, I think, is it 10 slots of, like, you'll later find out you can get stones. You put them there for the main puzzle, which is engraved stone codes, which, at first I tried being a little good boy and unlocking or doing them, by memory. No, just print screen and then fill it in. Don't be a pussy. But after a while, you will get access to rock, which is the next material. Rock is pretty good because it increases your helmet's boon efficiency, your sword's critical chance, your pants' lifesteal chance, chestplate reflect chance, and boots opportunity chance. I don't upgrade them a lot for a while because I'm not getting that much materials right now. Once I figure out like the way to get materials, you can max out some of the upgrades. Like, for example, the chestplate's defense, you can max it out at 75%. I'm not sure how the calculation works if you take 75% of the damage it's told, because, most of the time I'm just getting one shot at the end. But, that's pretty much it for day one. Not too much interesting stuff happened for day one. It's not. Day two, booming content! More of the same, really. Yeah, this game's very linear. It's very linear. Mainly, what I try to do is maximize Hemolith. That's my goal. If I can just get super strong, I win the game. You know what I do instead? I think I took the most unoptimal route ever. Like, there's nobody in the history of the world who's taken a less optimal route than me. I am the greatest. Man, fuck a reuse joke. I go acapella. I won't, but I will still smell you. Came with that on the fly. Day 2 is a lot of the same as day 1, so I'm just trying to fill in. Be cool, you know. Puzzles are, again, the more fun part about this game. It's the only like real critique I have, which I'll talk more about in the end. But truly, this game is about beating the fuck out of shit with like minimal material gathering. After you go a couple floors in, by a couple I mean like 30, you get 2 engraving stones. And once you put those engraving stones, once I put those engraving stones in the thing that I mentioned earlier with the mirror, you remember, you can do a little code that you get from killing new enemies, that I got from killing new enemies. And you input that and it unlocks a new area. Dash, dash, slash, slash, dash, 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 slash. I don't like that. Which is actually really cool. I really like this area. This area, I love it. Because what you do is, you take your lantern and you shine it, and you see like paths, but then there's like eyes, and you want to take the one without the eyes, because otherwise you get hurt. Oh, dude. Holy fuck. I'm going down. I think that's really like it. It's just like so like simple. Around this time is when I start to figure out really the best way to do like maximum damage is to upgrade your helmet. Once you figure out that, oh baby, I'm gonna come. I'm about to blow. It's good, because the helmet, as far as I know, as far as I experience, is the only item you can get to like almost like prestige. I upgraded it and it was like blue, like blue slop. Like, oh, but when you read it, you multiply your base sword's damage by 5. That's really good. Especially those early floors, that's crucial. Because your sword, I didn't really get it to do that much without the upgrade. So, but once I started implementing the helmet upgrade, oh, what the hell? It just started really good. Floor 30 is when I found another engraving stone. And this one brought me to the new, well, it opened up the, like, once you go past the 4 pathways, there's 3 locked gates. It opened the middle gate. That's Charon. He gives you an item that allows you to get dynamite out of, I already got dynamite. Cut! You find Karen, and he's like the guide. He tells you what to do, pretty much. Like the god, he doesn't really, he like helps you at the beginning, and then he just kind of like, he fucks off. Doesn't do much else. But Charon is the guy who wants you to, like, escape. So you find him. Yes. Good. But then I go back to grinding. Grinding is truly my lifestyle. Grind mindset. Rise or grind, and I'm grinding. I eventually finally realized you use the crowbar on the casket to open it. Once you open it, there's like it's an open pathway, and then you can build a bridge with materials. And once you do, you'll find 2 angels, which does what this game does a lot, and gives you stuff that's really important that you just have no idea, right? Which is beautiful. There's also, I upgraded my last prestige on upgrading my tree, not my tree cutting, but my clicker. That's also the way to go. If you want to play this game for yourself, while I spoil all of it, upgrade your helmet, upgrades, your discounts, and your sparklies and criticals, and you'll be good to go. Don't bother with like the production and stuff. If you just get your clicker, sparklies, helmet, sword, and health, and whatever else I said, you'll be good. Because around this time, I started to like really pick up the pace. Yeah, but most of the time you want to damage and stuff. Really upgrade what you feel like upgrading. I'm not one to tell you what to do. It took me, I think, longer than the average time to beat this game. But back in the moment, I decided to start upgrading my rocks and stuff. By rocks and stuff, I just mean my rock. That's the method. That's the method as well. You know, it does really good shit. But right now, I was just locked in. Like, day 2 is probably the longest I played the game in one sitting. I was completely locked in. Definitely towards the end here. There's nothing that could stop me. However, unbeknownst to me, there's 1,000 floors. There's 1,000 floors. And I only got to like, I think my highest was like 125. Yeah, there's a lot more. That's it for day 2. Day 3 is here. Day 3, most productive day, I think. Besides, you know, the end, which I will call day 3 part 2, because I recorded this one early in the morning. Blistering 12, is it PM? Yeah, 12 PM. And then I recorded day 3 part 2 at 12 AM. So, you know. Anyway, I started day 3. We were, making progress. This is when I really start to, like, get the groove on buying headgear. If you do not buy headgear, you're kind of boned, right? Because headgear, it's just, like, it just hits, you know? It hits, but yeah. While, unfortunately, day 3 part 1, pretty much the same as the last couple days. I spend most of this day optimizing. You know, optimization, yeah, I get pretty fucking optimized if I do say so myself. I will. I'll keep tooting my horn because nobody else will blow me. But yeah, optimization is what I'm getting at here. And as I mentioned before, just the sparklies upgrades you can get and a clicker upgrade for the material extractions, that is beautiful. Because you can get up to like 4 million per sparkly and have like 3 of them spawn at a time. You start like making bank. Big bank. And that's pretty much what I did the entire time. Which I would say if we weren't gaming. We were gaming that day. We got inscriptions and were able to transcribe them onto the balloon. Here. We opened up the waterway lever we got from killing the boss. Not the boss, but a boss, which was good, because once you get the water flowing, or once we got the water flowing, we can finally kill the ghost who wants to kill himself, or wants somebody else to do it. He's pretty cryptic, so I killed him. I did the work for it. We turned on the water, then we went to his room and skewered our familiar just right on that spike, causing blood to flow. And he's like, oh no, I'm mortal now. You gotta find a way to kill me. Which I got pretty stumped on. I tried like everything. I thought like fire would kill him. But then like on happen chance, I happened to have a skull relic, and I fucking Biden blast him. He does not exist anymore. It will die now. It worked. Get fucked. Okay, well now I got this shit. Yay. And he left behind the code that we took note of. That will come important later on. Maybe. It just goes in your notebook, so I kind of forget that it's special. But after that, we are able to access it. To go to the mirror dimension, first must do is input a code. And this code is pretty unique compared to like any of the other point and click games I've played. You gotta go through the map in a certain direction. We went to get to the mirror dimension proper. You go top, middle, right, left, bottom, and that puts you in the mirror. I'm not gonna talk. What? Top, middle, right, left, bottom. There we go. That's so cool, man. We find in the mirror dimension, everything is mirror. Everything's upside down. There's a pile on the floor, but it says required more light. And, you know, we are smart. I am smart. All of us are smart. So the lantern should work. It doesn't. It's a mirror dimension, so you need less light. Ooh, talking about. So what you do is you go back to the normal dimension. We put meat in the fire to stoke it, I guess. That makes the fire go up. which is more light in the normal dimension. But when we go back to the mirror dimension, it's less light. I knew it. I'm gonna be so honest, I'm following a guide right now. Coin able to take the item. It's a coin. We find a coin in the pile of meat. Then we go back to the normal dimension. Go to the well, which is behind the ghost that wants us to kill it. It did once. It's dead now. So we pass its remains and we go up the stairs to the well. Toss the coin into the well and we get an inscription. I don't know why, but we make note of that. We actually have the stuff we need to put it in, and we go put it in, and it opens up a door, and there's a bell. We use our rope that we got from climbing the floors, and it rings. We get the saw, right? We get the saw. We go back to the mirror dimension. We saw off the sewer grate, get the crank. Now, I crank my shit, but we need to go to the well and crank that shit. You get what I'm saying? After we crank that well shit, a basket pulls up and allows us to get the metal rod. Take the metal rod to the room with the eyes. Don't question it. It's a thing. And we combine the metal rod with the one we got from the dungeon. Piece A and B, and we create like a tuning fork. Hit the tuning fork and yeah, fucking, yeah, whatever. Place it. We get to have the torch will allow us to go to the angel and give her the torch, which will end the puzzle. There we go. So now, puzzles in this game are really unique. Some of them were a bit tedious. I think the main part, I went through the dungeon. It's just, it takes a long time. It's probably not the best for a video. But, yeah, I mean, hell is, whatever. Not right now. We will get to there. That will end day 3 part. Start day 3 part 2, which is the final leg. Yeah, first try. Final steps. It's kind of bullshit. What you have to do now is to continuous run from 1,000. And it's like, it's not hard. Like, once you get to the point where you're kind of done with everything and you get to 1,000, you can do, it's just sit and grind for like 40 minutes to get all your gear ready, and then you just watch the cutscene, basically. And you know what? One hell of a cutscene. It was great. I was on the edge of my seat, ready to fucking, I was clicking the weak spots. I was fighting like an animal. I was an animal, but you know, all good things must come to an end. Once you get to about like 900, I was carrying still all 3 of my items, and I was able to just kind of blitz through. Right here in the next 10 floors, but if we don't, that's it. We would have made it. Come on, 4 left, 2 left. Oh, dude, first try, man. Oh, man, that feels good. Oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels good. And then it's time for the final boss. The door opens after you hit floor 1000, and once you go in that door, you find the god of the dungeon. Like, underwhelming. The first part of this fight, underwhelming. He got his ass kicked. Like, my lifesteal and attack was just way too great for this guy, and I kicked his ass. Oh, mate, you're a pushover. Dude. Really? Really? Easy does it, you know? 1, 2, 3. That's enough for me, because that guy's out of here. He fucking died. Dead. Completely. But then there's just a cool segment. Healing eye. So he'll grab onto the UI, and you gotta do all these quick things. Clicking. You gotta break his teeth. Oh, mate, you're a pushover. Dude. Really? block his arm, slice at his arm, and you get his eyes. For every teeth you break out, he's able to regenerate his eyes, clawing out his eyes, break his teeth, and cut his arms. Oh, I'm taking your teeth. I'm taking above your eyes. Give me your eyes. Give me your hand. Give me your teeth. I want your teeth. Really good. After that, you get to his back, you start opening up like scars that he has. He starts like bleeding. And then he's like a centipede now. He's like crawling on the floor, like all these like. I escaped here when the world ended. I dug through corpses and soil to survive their tomb. My legacy. That one first. This life is a curse, held too long, it rots the mind. I cleave my flesh to rid myself of it. But the pieces crawled on and took new shapes, new life, and now it's time for that cursed harvest to end. Oh. Ah! It's over! Legs and shit. It's fucking nasty, and then you cut off all his limbs, and then kill him and get the final inscription photo. Once you do that inscription, the dungeon opens up and you're free to leave. And you go outside, and everything's on fire. An apocalyptic situation has happened. I'm not too sure. Like, that's what happened with all the dungeon beasts. They've all fled into the dungeon to seek food and shelter from the outside, because the outside sucks. That's my thumb. Oh. I watch it as if it belongs to someone else. Distant memory. Oh, my ears. Oh. The sun in the sky is white beyond mercy. It hurts my eyes. They melt. My skin burns. It's only a memory, yet the pain does not know that. And you're given one of two options. Either kill yourself and end it, ending the cycle, or become God in the dungeon and redo the cycle. I chose to kill myself. I do not want to live in this world. It looks like Skibbity Toilet, so I killed myself. It was good. I think that's the best end. Ooh. I'll stop the wheel. I step forward and the light welcomes me. The sun fills everything, pure, merciless. Its rays engulf me, undoing me with care. As my skin gives in, my form dissolves. Thought loosens. Weight falls away. The wheel stops turning. The sun. Whoa. Dude, what a fucking game, man. Now, if you pick the Chud ending, where you become the dungeon god, you, the player, are made out of your own flesh, which is the god of the dungeon's flesh, hoping that the next cycle be the last cycle. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's like... I turn away from the light. Stone closes around me, as if it had been waiting for my return. Familiar. Patient. I remove the armor piece by piece. I leave it where it will be found. I start slicing at my deformed body. The cut is precise. Pain stings, then settles into something satisfying, usable. What I give up takes shape. A new night, quiet, dreaming. I drag myself deeper into the darkness. It accepts me without question. I curl up where the god once lay. I wait. The wheel keeps turning. My child. Wake up, my child. Explore the dungeon, my son. You need to know your surroundings. Oh, cinema, cinema, cinema. That's it. That's it. Horripilant done. Dusted. Now, it was a good game. I like that. It's pretty like hard for my Instagram brain to try to sit there and hold my attention for a while, but the puzzles were good. I will admit, I used the stupid chug. Yeah, and like the gear progression stuff, because once you start getting rolling, you start getting rolling. And here they got all the achievements. Some of the achievements are amulets. And the endings were, well, the one ending was good. They're both good, but like, if you keep the cycle up, you're a chud. Like, play a tip. You gotta kill yourself. That's about it. That's all I have to say about it. Puzzle's good. Combat, alright. I mean, it's serviceable because it's what it's meant to be. Art style is super. That will wrap it up. If you want to see me do this live, check out my OnlyFans. Yeah, take care. Good night. Also, shout out CringeLord23. He's the one who suggested this game. I'll be playing games I suggested. I got suggested by friends and stuff. But if you want a game, let me know in the comment section. You know, tell me what you want. I'll probably get around to it. The first comment I get that is from somebody I don't know, I'll play 100%. I'll shout you out. I'll kiss you on the lips. And yeah, you guys have a nice night. I hope that you get slop. Thank you. Blue slop.